Hello. Welcome back to Dawn Dreams. It is your lady Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Um, just a bit. So you guys voted, and tonight I'm doing a special reading. It's still October, and Halloween hasn't happened yet. So we're doing some. I thought I'd do a Creepy Tuesday, which is also spiritual too, because this is not going to necessarily be the distorted version of it. It's going to be real life experience for those of you who have kind of encountered an energy, or you may even have seen a spirit that may have been standing over you at night. So it is creepy, but at the same time, there may be a spiritual message behind that, or why that happened, or if it needs to be prevented. So we're going to get into it. I'm just going to see what comes out. I'm interested to know, because I've had that experience before, but we ain't going to talk about it, okay? Because it doesn't, I've seen much worse. But anywho, this is just going to be for those of you who want to identify, if you dare, all right? One thing I want to bring up before we get started is, for those of you who are on my Instagram, you know that I share water. There's going to be a very, very small batch ready in probably a day or two. If not tomorrow, it will be by Friday. Yes, by Friday, I will have that ready and available. So if you've been checking on that, it's still charging at my altar. So I have to get it prepared correctly before I can sell it. So, yes, look out for that if you're wanting an all-purpose ritual healing product. It prepares you for readings, and it's used for after readings as well too. It's kind of like a shield over your energy, okay? So things can get off of you, and also prepares you for the energy of the day. So check that out. If you want to book a reading, dawningdreamz.com, and don't miss out on the live this Thursday. That's going to be on the 31st, okay? So join me for the live with that as well. But details of that will be in the community post. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this reading. So you can pick from stone 1, stone 2, or stone 3. I may have to bend you guys down just a bit so you can see a little bit more. All right. If you need more time, please pause the video, but we're going to get into it and see where this goes. Let's see what was standing over you, what was interrupting your dreams late at night. For those of you who chose number 1. I mean, some of you may have even nightmares at times. I still got some dream catchers available if you're interested. I gotta put some new ones up, but that is on my website as well. I do make handmade dream catchers with authentic feathers. It's built to last, and I put energy into that, so you might want to invest in one. Yeah, it seems like healing is in great progress. I'm releasing deep pain. Let's go ahead and put that out there. I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna go into this because I did tell you if you dare, okay? So it's gonna be what I pick up on from the energy. Let's see if you can see here. Uh-oh, get my hands together. I'm feeling like there needs to be some cleansing done. Let's see. All right, let's go. right. Let's see what fell on the floor. This is what fell on the floor, okay? So what's being avoided is you dealing with your energies. Because honestly, really enough, I say a negative energy. And I'm not saying that in a way to frighten you. Like, don't be afraid to go to bed. I mean, we got to do what we got to do, right? So, it's not necessarily that. But I would say that you do need some cleansing. And I didn't even see this card when it fell on the floor. It was already flipped over like this. So this is what's being avoided. I also feel like, and just take it as it is because this is just what I'm hearing. Some of you may go to bed with anxiety, either a negative energy, or either something has happened in the day where you may have been irritated, or something pissed you off. But sometimes you can carry that energy into your sleep as well. So I guess that's why nightmares come up, and energies can be attracted to that. They can be attracted to, I'm not going to get too much into it, but I would say it's easy for things to kind of be drawn to you when you're in a space to where you're angry or there's something that is, bothering you. So let's look at more of this. So you have healings in great progress. I am releasing trauma, deep pain. You have losing faith, depleting energy. So this is a big red flag right here. When you have, number one, healing is in great progress, which is good. That means you are trying to find ways to either heal anxiety, depression, or anything that you're going through throughout your day. You have, I am releasing deep trauma, deep pain. So if an event has happened in your life recently or at that time where you've seen that spirit, that's probably why it came. And this could, I'm going to see if it goes two ways, because for some of you, it might have been a positive, but this is just going in a different direction for me. You have losing faith, depleting energy. And one thing I know about that is when your aura is kind of low or broken, it can attract certain things to you. So that's one thing. Losing faith, depleting energy, spiritual growth, new gifts. So this is probably around the time that you discovered, hey, I'm actually feeling something really strong, or I'm seeing something really strongly. But your emotions are very, very high. No drama, new passion, new energy. So this tells me you need to find yourself in more positive alignment. I would recommend, because I'm seeing that that ancestor suggestion where you're able to put some water, if some of you have heard that, put some water under your bed, so that will actually clear out your dreams and make sure that the energy is clear. So let's see what's going on, okay? Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of anxiety. Some of you work a lot too. I would recommend not only getting a dream catcher as a protector, but you also, because a dream catcher, I wish I could tag that video, but it kind of shows what it does. Like a little warrior comes out and protects against negative thoughts being transferred to you. This is going a different direction, actually. Some of you may be in a system, or at that time we're in a system to where you might have been working extra hard, or you have anxiety about doing the same thing over and over again. Like basically, if you work a construction site, that doesn't have to be that. It can be, a office job, and you're getting stressed out every day, and then you're taking that into your sleep. Energies can create themselves around that. And then you have, like your empire. Even though this says the emperor, this is also your empire. It's kind of going off to the side, like there needs to be more structure in your home. I'm going to move on from this one, but I want to do something else. Let's see. What do I want to do? Okay, I just asked, what can you do to make this a more positive experience for you at night? To where there aren't energies coming for you, or there isn't any negative energy being surrounded around you. The first thing that counteracts this right here which is set. But anywho, what counteracts this is this picture right here. And this to me always kind of represents offerings to your ancestors. Making sure that your altar is clean, as you can see, like water, giving offerings, giving some food, saging the house, things like that. Do that before you go to sleep. Ask for their protection. This is also a sign of needing to move forward, getting things in alignment with you so that you can move forward into happiness. And like I said, not to say that for some of you, okay, this energy was bad that was standing over you and nothing like that, but I honestly feel like some energies actually become or created or attached to you based on your emotional stress. If you ever heard the term, misery loves company, happiness loves happiness. So it's the same concept. So if you're going to bed with a lot of anxiety or a lot of negative energy, or someone has put a lot of stress on you right before you go to bed, you're going to feel that. So I honestly feel like this energy was kind of either created or kind of coming to you in a way of like, you have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm going to just lurk around you. So it's weird, but that's just what I'm getting. I don't necessarily look at it as a good or bad thing. I more so look at it like this reflects your life. You need to lower your stress levels and also sage your area so that nothing can come in to make your life more negative or things like that. Like, don't let anything into your dreams that affects your reality. Because I feel like this energy kind of more so will put that more anxiety or stress on you. But that's just what I'm picking up on, okay? Nothing to be afraid of. I just feel like you just need to sage your house, get it cleansed. But yeah, at least during the process, you learned something new about yourself. But definitely need to cleanse that energy out, so you don't have no more nightmares or no more negative energies trying to come in there. All right, so that's the first one. If you chose that one, let's go on to number 2. Let's see, what was it that was standing over you that night, or what energy did you pick up around you that night? Let's see if we can confirm it for you. I'm hearing a messenger, okay? Somebody trying to bring insight. Some of you might encountered an elder. We're gonna see what comes out in the mix. Let's do one more shuffle. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do a shuffle. Normally, once I get that third card, I'm gonna stop. All right, so that's that. And let's go in with these cards. Let's see if there's any messages that are happening around this this energy coming towards you. I get the energy that there was kind of no other way to communicate. Let's see. Let's put it back like that. Okay, be watchful, stay guarded. Do you see that? Be watchful, stay guarded. So let's see. Interesting. But yeah, I get the energy that there really wasn't any other way for this this spirit to come through. And for those of you who don't know, that is the easiest way. I don't know if there's any other messages that need to come out. Earthly connection, mental security. Okay. Let's see what we got here. For number 2, let's see what you got. Okay. This is coming off like a protector of assets and things in your world. You also have Papa Gourd here. Let's see what's going on. Avoiding problems. Okay. Woke. So this means that the spirit that comes to you, or any spirit that comes to you, it's also an acknowledgement of your ability to see. Like at this point, we know that you can see. So, or we know that you have some type of ability to sense. So in this picture, it's kind of like two things going on, because these are the ancestors that are on this curtain right here. So it's like you can either sense them or you can see them with your third eye. So it's like, we know you can see, right? Don't try to act like you can't see. Don't try to push that cover up over your eyes like you can't see. You know, that's kind of how that is. Especially with the blue soul. The blue soul is very, very intuitive. They pick up on energies that are around them. You have, okay, old flame has not died out yet. Stay watchful. Sorry. Be watchful, stay guarded. Oh, okay. So your ancestors are coming to you to tell you to heal. Ashamed of you. So this is why I get the energy of that. Like, it feels like, number one, this could be a spirit guide and or ancestor. But this is actually the ancestor card, so I know that some spirits that actually come visit you are not, whether you're aware of them or not, whether it was on this occasion or not, because I feel like it's multiple occasions. You just may not see it all the time. But with this card coming out, ashamed of you, it's kind of like an urgent message. That's what I get. Sometimes they come to you urgently, and there's like no other way to get in touch with you. It's also an acknowledgement that someone is around you or trying to communicate with you. It seems like this spirit came when there was like a transition going on in your life. I get two scenarios here, like a transition, and also one where they may have been trying to warn you or brace you from something happening with somebody else. So when you get an encounter like that, pay attention to what happens to you in the daytime. When you finally wake up and you finally get out in the world, pay attention to what happens to you. Because I don't even feel like it was like one of those things where they might have wanted you to see them, more so in the way of, I got an urgent message. So you might have just woke up, or you might have been drifting off into a sleep and then caught the spirit, because it can happen either way. You know, it can happen going into sleep, and it can also happen when you're just waking up from a chaotic dream or some type of dream, and it's like I was putting that message or seeping that message inside of you so that you can see what I see, or you can see what's coming. But I don't feel nothing negative from this. For those of you who have a papa spirit, this could be grandfather or father, definitely a spirit guide, but it could be either or as well. I don't just classify it as this, because I feel like it's more than one that will come to visit you. I think that you just kind of caught on that day to what was going on, and you know, might have had your third eye really, really working that night, and it just popped on like a light bulb. For those of you who didn't see it, you really were able to feel it. But it's like they were trying to prepare you for something that was going to happen that day, or something that you need to be made aware of in the energy that was coming towards you. something that will require action from you, but definitely a sign of protection. I'm just looking a little bit deeper to see if it's any other message I can pull from that, but I just see it as generally like you either protecting something or them trying to protect you from something. But that's not necessarily a bad message. This represents coming into your power as well, not being ashamed of who you are becoming, what you can see, because you are definitely needed. So just a reminder of that, but I don't see nothing bad from this spirit or spirit guide or ancestor. Okay, so that was number 2. Let's see what number 3 is going to entail for us. All right. Let's see. Number 3. For those of you who chose number 3, let's see what was the energy surrounding you that night. Who, what, let's get into that. And if they had a message, what was going on that night? And on a general basis, because I know everybody's situation is not the same, but you guys have a lot of interesting stories that I like to read. Because I see a woman. It's not for all of you, but for some of you, it's definitely a woman. For some of you, this energy wanted you to do something. Like accomplish something for them. I'm also getting a higher spirit too. When I mean higher spirit, one on higher realms. And then I also see one wanting to accomplish something. But let me look at this. Let me see. A lot. So let me do that again. Thank you for bearing with me. You get a lot of cards for this one. This one wants to come out. Okay, that confirms it because you got higher forces here. And I just mentioned higher spirits, higher elevation. I don't think I need much from this deck, so we'll probably get one more card from this deck and then we're moving on. Let's see what we got. Okay, so seeing a couple of things. Okay, I don't know if this is your first encounter with something like this before, but I feel like it may have happened more than once, or it, you felt it. Because some people don't always see with their eyes. Sometimes they can just feel the energy around them. Because I feel like there's, I don't necessarily want to say a negative energy, but maybe a not so good energy that has maybe came when you are, um, hmm, in between like a decision or in between your thoughts, like something feeding on your energy in a sense, like a negative influence. But you also have, and when I say that, I just mean get some protection around you at night. Like I mentioned in my other group, dream catchers, putting some water under your bed or your nightstand, things like that. Making sure that you cleanse before your bedtime so that you don't take any negative energy with you when you go into the dream realm. You also have higher spirits too, and what's funny about this one is, if you look at this picture, you can look at it many. I see things different ways whenever they show me, but this is kind of like ancestor to ancestor, ancestor to ancestor to ancestor to ancestor to ancestor. Like it goes higher in the realms. So I actually see a higher force, meaning one of the ancient ancestors has come to visit you. A very, very serious tone with that ancestor. Very serious. Not bad, just very serious with the work that you're supposed to do here, or there's some type of mission that they want you to accomplish. So they do come down and check on you, and they may influence your dreams, and you just might have caught it one morning, because this is like the sunlight right here. Just might have caught it one morning or one night. As you were rising or in the midst of the darkness, you might have seen this spirit, because this spirit, I believe, keeps an eye on you as to what you're doing. They want you to go in motion. They want you to move forward. Um, they do act as a protector as well. So let's see what's going on. Okay, you have, I don't recall the last time I took advice from anyone. So this is very, very interesting, because with this right here, this energy, and then you have a higher force energy, it means that you need to be very balanced. And number two, like I said, you need to work out your emotions before sleep. Because I feel like there's energies that could play in on your emotions. Because this is somebody that's going into the deep end, like, I don't care about nothing. Um, mm. There's also a message to follow your passion. So whatever day this was, when the higher spirit came, it was like they were coming with, you must have been in a stuck place, or you must have been in doubt about something. But they made their presence known to remind you. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Not wanting you to miss out on opportunities. Okay. Okay, so this one. Yeah, this spirit either has some involvement. I'm talking about the higher spirit right about now. Either has some involvement with your work, or again, they have some type of mission for you to accomplish. For a lot of you, this is warrior spirits. I still felt the presence of a woman. A woman lifting up. For some of you, it may have been a woman, but there are like two male spirits here. Very active ones. But this also represents the energy of somebody who's a go-getter. Weirdly enough, it's kind of like too much sleeping. I get that message too, like too much resting. You got stuff to do. Anyway, You have higher forces at work, wish granted. You have the gift, work on it. So it's an acknowledgement of your sight. If you work on it a little bit better, some of you are going to be experiencing not this, but you're going to be experiencing something else within a couple of weeks of seeing this video. So tell me about it. Okay, I need a break. So one thing with you is I see that it's very, very important that, again, when you're in the in-between energies, that you take some time off for yourself, and also that you don't get into that depression round. Okay, don't go down that round, because there are a lot of energies waiting on you to tell you something that you don't need to hear. Okay, it can manifest in many different ways. It actually even manifests when we hear people that kind of keep us in that same energy. Energies can attach themselves to people, and I know you've seen it. You'd be like, oh, I thought you supported me. And in reality, they're telling you to do something completely different that makes you even more depressed than you were, right? And it's kind of like almost an energy attached itself to it. So look at that when you're going into the dream realm, because it is when you are your spiritual self. It is when you are almost like you're leaving your own body to go into another realm. So you may encounter different things at different times. So I feel like this is like one of the bad experiences, and then you had a good experience too. But as long as you keep yourself protected, you're gonna be good. And honestly, I see you more so using this time during the, like, I don't know, what is it, the ancestors hour? Is it like 3 a.m.? I don't know. I don't know when it starts and when it ends. I just know I wake up all the time in it. Okay. I feel like all night is ancestor hour to me, because stuff can start happening and moving then. But pay attention to yourself at those hours, because I feel like you can get some serious work done. You can also get some serious answers from your guides during this time. And make sure that you put all of your attachments behind you when you go to sleep. Try not to eat things that will play in on your energy. What I mean by that is heavy consumption of snacks and stuff like that before you go to bed. Try to refrain from that. Try to eat a healthy snack before you go to bed, because those are energies attached to whatever meat or anything like that that you're eating. So it could be attached to that as well. Okay. But I think that you're fine. Okay. You might have just had one experience, but I think that you're pretty much fine as far as energies coming to you at night. I really mainly think it's going to be for your spiritual guidance for the most part. You may have one or two times where you encounter something that you really don't like, but check your energy when that happens. Check what energy that you're in when you feel like something isn't right or there's a negative energy. All right, so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please make sure that you like and subscribe, and you guys have a great and wonderful day.